This is the moment that stings the most. After losing the All-Star game, Victor Wembanyama looked visibly frustrated. He gave everything he had, but it still wasn't enough to push Team World through. Yet from the opening tip, Wembanyama's intensity set the tone for this year's showcase. Under his influence, many of the league's biggest stars gradually began to take the game seriously. Effort showed up on both ends of the floor. There were clutch shots. There were late-game heroics. For a moment, it felt like the best All-Star game in years. But beyond the main event, the rest of the weekend once again felt stale. So when exactly did All-Star Weekend lose its edge? The first NBA All-Star Game was held in 1951 at Boston Garden. Back then, it was simply East versus West, 5-on-5, nothing more. In 1976, the slam dunk contest was introduced. In 1986, the three-point contest joined the lineup. In 1994, the Rookie Challenge was added. In 2003, the Skills Challenge completed the slate. From there, a three-day basketball carnival was born, All-Star Weekend as we know it. For decades, it delivered moments etched into league history. In 2003, in Atlanta, as Mariah Carey's Hero echoed through the arena, Michael Jordan played in his final All-Star game, a farewell wrapped in nostalgia and tears. In 1992, Magic Johnson returned to the All-Star stage after announcing his retirement due to HIV. He scored 25 points with 9 assists, won MVP, and smiled as he held the trophy, a powerful, emotional moment. In 1988, in Chicago, Jordan and Dominique Wilkins staged one of the greatest dunk duels the sport has ever seen. Even when the event leaned towards spectacle, there was still pride. Stars competed. They cared. In 2016, in Toronto, Kobe Bryant took his final All-Star bow. The symbolic matchup with LeBron James felt like a generational handoff. Russell Westbrook repeated as MVP. And the dunk contest between Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon instantly became legendary. But after that weekend, the cracks began to show. In 2024, in Indianapolis, the league restored the traditional East versus West format, and it backfired spectacularly. The game devolved into a glorified three-point shoot-around. Players pulled up seconds after crossing half-court. Defense was virtually non-existent. The East scored 211 points, a new record. The teams combined for 168 made threes, and there were only 3 total fouls. When the final buzzer sounded, it felt less like a celebration and more like a chore. League executives know there's a problem. Over the past decade, they've tried remedy after remedy. In 2018, they introduced the captain draft format, with LeBron James and Stephen Curry picking teams playground style to generate buzz. In 2020, in tribute to Kobe Bryant, they implemented the Elam Ending, a target score format that actually brought competitive fire back, at least temporarily. But the revival was short-lived. After the 2024 debacle, the league experimented again in 2025 with a 14 mini-tournament. It was widely criticized as overly complicated and dragged down by commercial breaks. In 2026, the latest attempt, USA vs. the World, offered flashes of promise thanks largely to Wembanyama. But the rest of the weekend still lacked energy. Why do format changes keep failing to fix the core issue? Once upon a time, All-Star Weekend was a platform. A stage to elevate a player's profile and validate his status. Today's superstars don't need that stage. In the era of social media and athlete-run media companies, players control their own narratives. Their podcasts trend. Their brands thrive year-round. The All-Star spotlight no longer holds the same value. For many players, the weekend now feels like mandatory overtime. The schedule is tighter than ever, with in-season tournaments, back-to-backs, and condensed travel increasing injury risk. All-Star Weekend lands right before the playoff push. No star wants to jeopardize a championship run, or a max contract, by overexerting himself in an exhibition. Meanwhile, the event itself has become fragmented, stretched thin by sponsorship obligations and celebrity cameos. Fans pay premium prices for tickets in tune and expecting magic. Too often, what they get is disengagement and zero resistance. So the question remains: when, if ever, will we see All-Star Weekend reclaim the pride and intensity it once carried?